restaurant deals throughout Broward, August through September 30th.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome bay with shafafa on the side.
And welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. We've got a real treat in store for everybody today because we're a little bit early, but that's okay because we are at Union Kitchen and Bar. It is a celebration today because we've got Roberto. He's opening up wine, which we've got a great chef here, and we're celebrating. August 10th was the official, I guess.
Fourth anniversary.
How does it feel? 4 years or 40 years that you've been in this restaurant now?
Yeah, it feels like it's about 20. I feel 20 years older. No, 20 years older.
Oh, you haven't aged in your look, so I give you credit.
Restaurants.
You can see the gray hair.
Yeah.
I cover them up.
Is that from the kids or the restaurant or a little bit of both, I guess?
I think it's the rest.
and first child, a Italian name to his boy. It's going to be Luca. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow.
L-U-C-A.
L-U-C-A.
The Italian spelling. Yes,
My son is Lucas.
really?
Lucas.
Yeah, she likes Lucas. I lean Luca. I just like Luca for some reason, so we compromise and went Luca.
Perfect.
That is nice. So it's a celebration again, 4th anniversary, Union Kitchen and Bar. It is in the heart of Wilton Manors, right at Dixie Highway. Did I get the address from
You
where
did a
today?
good job, sir.
And besides the anniversary month, it is also Dineout Lauderdale months. We've got now through September 30th, and you guys, I hear, are absolutely killing it with the Dineout deals. Yeah.
We are. I mean, this is our 4th year with Dineout Lauderdale, and of 4th, this is amazing. We chose the $60 menu. We chose the purposely the 4-course tasting menu. And we're doing it's doing fantastic,
And that's great. And I love the fact that you have the 4 courses because some places just do app, entree, and dessert, but you get really good value for the money here. And let's not forget, your forte is wine.
Why not?
And well, you know, it's what's the fancy way of putting it is you're a
Sommelier. He's a
sommelier,
2-time sommelier.
oenophile,
Right, Spain and
wino.
Italy.
I'm the
Wine
wino
geek.
Yep. Is you have constructed wine pairings for each of
Absolutely.
the courses,
Love
and
it.
it's not clobbering people over the head. The supplement is how much for the
It's
wines?
$25, and we pour a good amount of wine. Is at least 3 ounces, and then we chose wines as usual. What we do is we get wines that are out of the ordinary, something
Yeah.
different, something that is not everywhere.
That's what you're known
That's
for
what we
because
love you for.
you are, I don't know, we would call it the savant, the grape savant, because you come up with these interesting bottles, and I use interesting in a flattering way because it's stuff that you don't see everywhere every day, and they're all really tasty and they're always really good values, and we don't get hammered over. You said $25. Some places it's like $25 a glass for a glass of wine,
That's
and
true.
you're getting a pairing of different wines with the different courses. Is that what you're pouring us here today?
No,
or-
actually, this is something different.
This is
something
different.
That,
All right. Well-
and we're gonna get into it.
Okay. Well, let's get into what's in front of us.
Okay.
now,
Well,
since-
starting with what's in front of us, I have 5 Greek wines today.
Greek.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Yes.
this
We're
is
doing
the
a
other
wine
thing that's
dinner.
coming up.
Yeah.
He
Wine
has
dinner.
a Greek wine dinner,
Yeah.
and this is going to be a week from. Oh, actually, it's actually
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. I've
Yeah.
lost track of the days, Roberto. Today is Tuesday, the 26th.
Yes.
Tomorrow is August 27th. I can't believe
Yes.
it's
We're
already
almost at
Labor Day
September,
weekend
yes.
this weekend. Summer is almost gone, but I love having, you do these events from time to time. And
Yeah.
why Greece?
So we do wine dinners, wine tastings, cocktail tastings every month, and at least twice a month. There is one wine tasting or cocktail tasting at the beginning of the month, and then a wine dinner at the end of the month. This time is Greece, is Greek's turn, and simply because we haven't done a Greek wine dinner ever.
Really?
And it's one of the
They have really
overlooked
nice
wine
wine.
regions of the world because it's they have some very also
I mean,
good grapes
They're
growing.
incredible wines. They're incredible grape varietals, and the only difficult part is obviously the language barrier, and the alphabet is different. And so I see as an Italian that there are so many Italian grape varietals out there that people are afraid to choose from because they don't know it, because those names are so long.
Yeah.
And so we stick with the short names, the easy names,
Chianti.
the Chianti, the Pinot Grigio,
Right.
the Nebbiolo,
But
the
then you
Barolo,
get-
the Barbaresco. But there is so much more with great value out there. And so is Greece. Greece has a huge history in wine.
Of course, they go way back.
They
Way
would
back.
go back. They would go just when I was younger,
Yeah.
and because of that, I said, okay, it's time to do a Greek wine, and we usually do during our wine dinners. We pair it with chefs, with Christy's food, and tomorrow she's putting out some pretty amazing dishes.
So let's
and,
go over the rundown real quick. Tomorrow night, August 27th, 6:30 p.m. And you have a basically looks like a 5 or 6 course dinner. You got hors d'oeuvres at the start, and then you've got a grilled octopus, of course, stuffed quail. Wow, that looks couscous stuffed quail with feta cheese, spinach, fresh herbs, and tomato coulis. And then a lamb souvlaki, lamb skewers with the tzatziki, lemon, and pita bread. And then for dessert, no Greek dinner would be complete without some baklava. And so that's the food component. And how do you go about, what do you got in terms of, and is this what we have in front of us now?
Yeah, the wines, I usually, if I don't choose one winery, if I choose one winery, I usually go with the same one as the same region, and that's it. But when I do it, try to go with different regions. So in that case is Greece. So I try to cover all the regions of Greece. So we'll have a wine, which is the white wine that we have in front of us, from Crete.
Crete, which is an island off the coast that
exactly.
our friend Tom Angelo, who runs the Great Daniel's Florida Steakhouse downtown Fort Lauderdale, he is going to a destination wedding in Crete next week. He wasn't grumbling too much. I mean, destination weddings could be a pain in the butt, but I guess if you end up in Crete, it's not so bad.
It's not too bad. I've been to Crete in 2002, summer 2002, and absolutely loved it. The wine regions is based around the city of Irakli, which is the capital, basically. Has some Italian influence because Irakli or Crete was conquered by the Venetians, so has Venetian walls and so on. But the rest is desert. But the middle of the island is
so they have
amazing.
A couple of hills or grape growing regions, and even though it's an island, they're able to cultivate.
And it's warm, but definitely amazing. And region.
So is this the Crete wine, or
that's
what?
The Crete wine is a Vidiano. Vidiano is the type of grape.
And that's the type of grape.
This is my favorite.
I love this. I've never heard of it, and
I hope you can share with the audience the experience you get when you come to Union, because it's so funny. Because and I've talked about this on the show. I've talked about it with you, and you met my whole show, and I call it a show. It's very entertaining. But I was a lay person, as I am to food, to wine even more so. And then they welcomed me, and we've been to France, and we've been to Spain, and we've been to Greece, and we've been to Italy, where wine's a big deal. And I've never had the experience that I had here, and the people try to ingratiate you, and they try to help you. It's always been intimidating to me.
Yeah.
Roberto is the opposite.
Roberto
he is very
takes
welcoming.
the intimidation out. It is
Very welcoming.
and again, the
very
least
intimidating.
intimidating part of him. First of all, he'll pick out a bottle.
And it's not
for you.
about upcharging too. That's the other great part about it. Is
I was going to
he
say
actually downcharges almost every time.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
time I came in here, I was looking at something that was 70, 75 bucks. He goes, "No, I got something for you." And it was only 50 bucks.
Yeah, like half
So
the money.
this is the part of the reason I love coming here, because they are not trying to clobber you over the head. And he's going to introduce you to some really unique things that you've never usually tasted before, as such is the case with the Greek wine that I cannot even remember
I've
the
never
name of the grape.
Vidiano, you
but
said?
all I know is Vidiano. When I start drinking it, though,
it's
it's
fantastic.
buttery. You know, for
And I
some
don't even
people,
like white wine that much.
some people, a lot of people like those buttery, Chardonnays from California. This has the nice buttery up front, but man, that minerality on the back end. I mean, I don't know if I'm describing it right. I'm the one that's full of it. You're the sommelier.
100%. I mean, if it's, I think that I would go with that. That if you are a Chardonnay lover, but you want to do something that is different, this is a perfect alternative.
And that is eminently crushable, as
I
the
really
kids
like
say.
this.
For summertime,
I'm not a big
I
white
imagine
wine
this
person,
goes
but-
great with like some like seafood or shrimp or oysters or even some
like tomorrow with the octopus, grilled octopus. It's just perfect.
beautiful.
It pairs fantastic.
All right, so that's number one, and then what do we got in the glass of the red?
Number two, we're gonna go with the Zino Mavro.
Zino Mavro. That's the name of the
my
grape.
favorite.
Zino Mavro.
I love that you pull
Zino
stuff no one's
Mavro.
ever heard.
Does that start with an
It's,
X or a Z?
Or
one of those crazy Greek
Gotta be
It
an
starts
X.
with an X. And
Okay.
it's,
Gotta be an X. You gonna
the
spell this?
translation, I think it's dark and bitter.
Okay.
Like maybe in Italian
Like
there is
me.
a.
I was gonna say
Dark and bitter.
that may be a selling point to Mayo and
Like
me.
But I do like the color of it. It's kind of not very deep
No.
purple, but it's got a little bit of a light, almost like a Pinot Noirish hue.
And you're
Yeah, it's
not
lighter, it's not
too
dark.
far. In fact, although it's called dark and bitter, it's from Macedonia, or Nausa, which is a
Macedonia.
region up in northern
Greece. Yeah.
Greece, which is we went from the deep
down in the
south
deep
to
south, in the
to
middle
all
of the
way up
Aegean,
north.
and then up to the north.
Exactly.
And so the wines in
The
Greece, so the northern region, that is, I guess, some of the oldest vines in the world are
You
in
gotta be
that
Greece, yeah.
Macedonia, and even at like some of the former Yugoslavian republics
Absolutely,
and stuff.
there's a lot of tradition over there. Doesn't there not too many wines come over on this
Oh,
side,
wow.
but there is definitely a lot of tradition.
This is
This-
an interesting wine because it doesn't have, I guess I would say, it not much in the way of like people here are so used to those big fruit bombs and
Oh yeah,
big
it's
bodied
it's
wines.
subtle. It's very
This is a
subtle.
little bit, I would call it thinner,
Yes.
but it's so refined and balanced, and it kind of reminds me of some of the best, the Burgundies from France, like
You're
Beaune.
very close. You're so close. It will remind you
Yes,
of.
yes.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
It will remind you of Nebbiolo.
Okay,
think.
and Nebbiolo.
Nebbiolo. In fact, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's the Greek Barolo. It's the Greek."
I was gonna say Barolo or something. like that.
Very
It's the Greek
refined, and I
Nebbiolo.
like the fact that when I sip it, it sends shivers of pleasure and
It's
tingles
just- I like
all
it's
over
subtle.
my body, and that's a sign of a really nice
Yes.
a grape.
That's what wine's supposed to be.
Yeah, beautiful. And again,
Tingles.
you do it. Yeah, it's tingles. It's like getting a massage from
There
the
you go,
inside.
for your mouth. Exactly.
Wow, this is fantastic. If people want to come to the Greek wine dinner tomorrow night, how do they go about getting their reservation?
Get your butt over here. No, it's you can go online and make a reservation under unionkb.com, or otherwise our reservation platform, which is Explore Talk. And
Talk,
then
okay. Yeah, the
we
Talk.
use Talk.
Okay.
And then we otherwise you just call us and we make the reservation.
They
Okay,
can call
you still answer the phone. You have a phone number
Still
here.
answer the phone. All the calls get transferred to me directly when we don't answer at the
When you're not
restaurant.
at the
So you can
restaurant, yeah.
imagine every day.
Yeah,
Uh,
because you guys are parents of young school children. How's
Yeah.
that going?
It's going fantastic.
yeah.
They're back to school. I love it.
right. The summer is a little challenging, but Were they in here a lot? Were they helping out and prepping and washing dishes?
You
or
probably still see some fingerprints on the windows.
Yes.
And that's especially that window over there. They love to play with that one.
And it's one of the
fantastic.
It's a real family-run
Yep.
vibe here, and you might see the kids in here later in the day and during the summer, and it's one of those things. It's a very European kind of
Yes,
feeling.
that's how it feels.
Yeah, they're around. I mean, it's that's what we do, right? We love our kids. The kids love the restaurant. They know that's what we do. That's our life. We spend most of our time in here. We go to sleep at home.
That's good.
And so the kids are familiar with that. I mean, they come in. They like to play around. They bring the bike, the ball, and everything. Sometimes during service, in the summer, especially in the summertime, there are days that I'm just outside playing soccer with the kids, and while there is service around, or I'm playing hide and seek in the back for a few minutes, and my co-workers, my employees, they come out and say, "Oh, look at this guy." It's but it's cool. I love it.
It's too damn cute. It's really what makes. I mean, that's what separates places like this. And you know me, I've got a soft spot in my heart for well-run independent establishments as opposed to, the big boys and all the chains. But you come in here and you feel like not only is he going to get you a great bottle of wine, but the vibe and everything is just so welcoming. They got outdoor patio up front in the back courtyard. They've got indoor dining room. They've got anything you want. And it's why when people ask me, "Hey, Mike, where should I go?" People coming in from out of town, Union Kitchen is high atop my list. You guys really have, after 4 years, the way that wine matures with age, this restaurant has really matured with age, where the food, the wine service, the cocktail program, everything is on point. And so it's really a pleasure to get back in here.
Yeah.
And we seem to come once.
And
Well,
I
sometimes
think,
twice a year.
I think the employees as well. I think is
I was going
we
to
have
say
a
the
team.
service is wonderful.
We have a team that is incredible. They've been with us for a very long time, most of them, and it's we create a bond, and we create a small village in the village.
Yeah.
And
one of my regrets about leaving the newspaper and not being the formal food critic anymore is I never got to write a glowing review about Union Kitchen and Bar, because I left the paper 5 years ago.
Thank God you left. Otherwise, we get the ones and don't go to Union. Don't.
You guys check out.
And even on the Let's Eat group, you can tell people have been in here for the dine out deals, and they again singing the praises and getting that wine add-on for $25. Okay, $85 a person. Gotta pay the tax and tip.
I mean, you don't have to do the wine.
for an
I just think to come here and not do the wine, you're not
experience
experiencing
like
it.
this.
No.
It's totally worth it. And
It's a lot of food.
we're gonna get in. I see that the some of the appetizers are coming out. Christy's gonna join us in the second place. We'll get into the details of the Dineout Lauderdale deals, and we'll take the first break. But before I do, I just want to remind people, besides here, which is a great place, and it is the Mike Mayo's Lunchbox Dineout Lauderdale pick of the week, Union Kitchen and Bar, right here in Wilton Manors. But I have to remind you, if you guys want to get out and explore, over 140 restaurants in the greater Fort Lauderdale area are taking part, and you can go check out the ones that's close to you or far from you, places that you might not ordinarily go, places where you can get some great, fantastic deals, places on the beach, little neighborhood spots like this one. It's all there for the taking now through September 30th. Go online to dineoutlauderdale.com or visit lauderdale.com/dineout to find the Dineout deal for you. But for us today, and really any day, right here, Union Kitchen and Bar. You offering it, you got exclusions on Friday, Saturdays?
No. Every day, just come over, get it. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That is generous.
Why
And
excluding it? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it is my decision.
that is no,
I
and
don't
that's
speak for the others.
absolutely true,
people do, and that's
because our
fine.
friend Danny Surfer in the South, he's part of the Miami Spice. He says 7 days a week. Come on in. I don't want to tell people, no, you can't have it this day. So I like that
Creates
generosity.
confusion. I don't want to confuse anybody.
Yeah.
You come, You get it. That's it.
What's
And
to be
it's,
confused about? You come.
And I'm
60
looking
plus
at every
the
dish
wine.
is dishes we've had, and they're
Yeah,
fantastic.
and they're all great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back and start getting into the nitty gritty and start eating some of the great food here. Was there more wine to pour too? We could do that too.
We can.
We'll do
next,
that. All right.
Next one, we open more wines and
Food
we'll do
and
it.
more wine and more fun. Union Kitchen and Bar after these words.
Ciao.
A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Great seafood and more at Mignonette, Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Surfer and his team are eager to please, and now they have a great deal for Miami Spice through September 30th. $60 gets you a build-it-yourself 3-course meal. Choose almost any appetizer and entree and any dessert. That's every day, including weekends. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hour 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox, Union Kitchen and Bar in Wilton Manors for a Dineout Lauderdale edition of the Lunchbox. And we are joined now by the wonderful chef here, Christy.
Good
It's great to
afternoon.
see you.
Great to
Missed you
see
guys.
you.
It's great to see you guys.
Happy 4th anniversary for the
Oh,
restaurant.
thank you so much. No.
And happy back to school,
Oh yeah.
which is good to have the kids out of your hair for a few hours a day.
Yeah.
And happy dine out too. And we got Roberto pouring more wine. I'm glad you showed up with some food
Yeah.
because if I keep having a liquid lunch, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fall.
We got to put a base in there.
So he opened more wines, but we're gonna let some of the food shine through at this point. What did you
Okay.
prepare for us? And this is part of the dine out or the
Yeah.
Greek? Or-
No, some of this is dine out.
Okay.
So we have our papa rellena, which is that one. We do a lot of countries have different versions of papa rellena, but this is how we do it in Peru. We do inside we do ground beef, eggs, olives, peppers and onions, and then obviously we do the soft potato. We bread it. Sometimes they just do like cornstarch bread. I just did a breading, and then we do a salsa criolla on top, which is kind of like we use a lot of the condiments. It is the peppers and onions and a little bit of the lime vinaigrette. That's for this one, the papa rellena.
Oh, that's,
Bread,
okay.
pepper.
Yeah.
That's that one. Okay.
And then we have the garlic aioli on that. So you get that soft potato, all the filling inside, and then that nice smooth aioli. This is our street corn. This is what's on the Dineout Lauderdale.
okay.
It is a mix of spicy mayo, corn, avocado, tomato, very summery, charred corn, and then a little bit of a cotija on top, the cheese.
That looks gorgeous.
limes.
Very summery. And then
then
last but not
this-
least, we've got
one
some
of our,
watermelon feta. Yeah.
Watermelon skewers. Yeah, we have this currently on our summer menu. It is doing really well, obviously, especially on those hot days when people come in. They just want a quick cocktail and some of the bites on there. That's some of the stuff that we offer actually during happy hour as well. So the watermelon skewers, it's got a little bit of tahini on it, so for a little spice, a little bit
Okay.
of mint, and then a cotija cheese on that as well. So
Tahini has
Mhm.
become all the rage, and
Mhm.
it's kind of describe it. It's a Moroccan spice, or
it's a lot of people do tahini, so we do it sometimes on, like, say when you're doing a margarita or something
Yeah.
like that, they put it
Yep,
on the
yep, yep,
edge,
yep.
so it's like that.
it's kind of
nice,
like a spicy,
smoky spice.
salty,
Yeah.
smoky.
Salty, yeah, definitely
Nice.
salty. It keeps you drinking, which is great. Which is great. So we love it because we put it on the watermelon, so it's refreshing. It's salty. It's a little heat, and then you get the cheese on there. So that's a big popular one for our happy hour, and obviously during the summer. So
Roberto, what else did you pour? And do any of these wines go with that watermelon?
100%.
skewer.
I mean, it's you got a little bit of spiciness there, and you
I'm gonna go
you
in.
have a lot of different things in one bite. You have spiciness, sweetness, creaminess. It's absolutely beautiful. So the first one that I poured earlier, which is the Chardonnay, like the Vidiano, will be fantastic.
I'm gonna try that right now. Oh,
but-
and yeah,
and
I got a
now-
little kick on there.
yeah,
now.
a little, yeah,
Right
gets
there
you
on
at
the back end.
Yeah,
Wasn't
a little-
expecting it.
100%. And but also the next one that
Yes,
I
that's
just
beautiful.
poured, which is the first wine that we're gonna do tomorrow, is
the
the
hors d'oeuvres?
Malaguza, and the Malaguza is
Malaguza. That sounds like an Italian curse word.
yeah.
You Malaguza.
I'm just gonna say I apologize to all my Greek friends because my pronunciation in Greek is definitely a bad one. The only word in Greek that I know is paragalo, and that's it. And the rest, you asked me, what did you say? It's like, okay,
I know Uza. Although I have been learning Greek alphabet letters this week. My daughter is up at FSU and has joined a sorority. So she is now in Phi Mu. I didn't even know Mu was one of the letters in the Greek alphabet. It's the M, and it's not like a cow.
That's what I
It's
thought.
M-U. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Mu. Phi Mu or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So Greek alphabet, Greek letters, it's all Greek to me. But the Greek wine is flowing really nicely, and I gotta say, I'm digging all of them. They got really nice flavors, and I imagine the Greek wines, because they're overlooked,
yeah,
are great values, right?
amazing value and great history and just amazing wines in general, and a lot of alternatives to the typical international wines as well. And I think we just have to go and get on it and try it, and that's it. That's what I always tell people to do. It's
Yeah,
it's a-
try
for
it. Be
silverware.
adventurous. You might like it, and it's all
It's like
good.
a
But
drawer.
oh,
Yeah,
we got Lubie in the role of
Sorry, and then you're-
server, and he's trying to find the setups.
there
But that's
we go.
okay.
Sorry, we
I could just start
set
eating
up
with
the
my
table with
hands.
no
But
who
I
set up
always-
the
Who
who
set
set
up?
up the
No,
table?
front of house. What happened?
No, and Lubie's like, "Don't do that, Mike. This is a class establishment. Don't start using your hands and go Mayo big bite." Although this
That's
uh,
papa rellena. You're
Papa
gonna need
Rellena.
a
Yeah,
big
so
bite.
let's
You're gonna
quickly
need a
go
big bite.
over the choices here. Again, the Dineout Lauderdale
Lauderdale.
menu available every night through September 30th. And you guys are going to you're off on Mondays. And in September, I see that now you're kind of going to give yourselves a little break because it is the quieter month. So
Yeah.
going to be operating open for dinner from Wednesday through Sundays. Basically, September closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Just for September.
Just for September. Get a little more time with the kids.
Yeah, a little
Why not?
breather.
But again, the 4-course meal with the option for a wine pairing. And if you're going to come here, gotta
I'm
do
telling
the
you right
wine.
now, I would be normally the dude that's like, oh, I don't need to spend it. If you're coming here,
You gotta
the combination of Christy and Roberto really works so well together that you will be missing something if you don't do the wine pairing.
Yeah.
Like it's,
You
it's
gotta
really
do
worth
wine
it.
pairing,
That
yeah.
I always tell people, go and play to a restaurant's strengths.
Yes.
And the one here, besides your fabulous food, is the interesting, unique, hard to find wine selections. And again, when he does the work for you and you just say, yeah, do the wine supplement with the Dineout, So you want to take us through what are the options? So
Yeah.
you got the appetizers right in front of us, the
Yeah,
first course
so-
of 4.
Yeah, one of the appetizers on the Dineout Lauderdale is a papa rellena, which is this one.
It's great.
It's this like stuffed potato. We do ground beef
Right.
inside.
And the street corn
and
salad.
the street corn salad. So,
So
those
that-
2 options are available, and these are the sizes that you get. Actually, for
That's the actual
that's
size.
the
Those are nice
actual
portions,
size,
okay.
yeah.
That is a beautiful
the
portion.
appetizer.
All right.
Then-
Me on my Ozempic now. I'd be done after round 1. But it's all good.
And then on the mid course, you'll see on the next section we do, we're gonna do a seafood risotto. That's
Oh,
an option,
beautiful.
and then a porcini campanelle, which is our signature.
Wow. That
pasta.
is a
so
great pasta
fantastic.
dish.
Oh my god.
So it'll be a small, like mid course version of that.
Let me ask you one question. So if you're at a table, let's say of 4, does everybody have to do dine out in
No.
order to get it, or 1 or 2 people could do dine out, and then a
Yeah.
couple could order a la carte?
Exactly.
And
yeah,
then
we do a
there's
little bit.
still
Not
mixed-
I was
everybody
just gonna
wants
say
to commit
because
to that much food.
I don't know if my wife and you've met. I don't know, like that alone. We would like
Yeah,
it would
but
be,
you-
we would do it because we'd want to try more things.
But you know what? It'd be great. Each of you come and do dine out with the wines, and then you go.
Yeah, we
one
would do
person
it.
Gets
I
the
just it's a lot of
paparina, the
fun.
other one gets the corn salad. Round
Yeah.
2, one of you gets the the campanelle, the other one gets the risotto, and so you get to
Exactly.
try.
I just want to
everything.
try. I would want to try everything. That's
Yeah.
my only thing when I come here.
And you can always take it with you home if you
Yeah.
don't finish something. You take it
You
with
won't
you,
offend
and
me. It's okay.
and you tomorrow you think about us again.
Yeah,
when-
Yeah.
and
when
There you
it's
go.
usually better the next. Well, it's as good.
As-
the
It's
next
just
day.
as
It
good.
works. I don't know if it's
It
better,
gets time to
but
congeal. I don't want to
No,
insult
no,
that.
no,
No,
no.
I love leftovers, and it's
you'll
just
probably
very-
have when you do the dine out. It's a nice.
Yeah.
And,
These are
and
nice
then
ones.
the third
The
course,
entree
the
course,
entree course.
We're doing our cider pork chop, which
That
you
is
see.
such a great
Our friend
dish.
Brian, I wanted to say, but I was waiting for now. Said I love the pork chop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
That
you
pork
gotta get to
chop.
try the pork chop. It's
Val and
amazing. So
I
it's a little smaller size
love
pork
it.
chop.
That's
We-
that cider, on it gives that
Yeah,
that nice little acidity.
Right
and the
now, we
pork-
currently have it with some fruit too. So it's like apple and
Mhm.
celery. So a little salad, savory and sweet. You'll
Nice.
see. You'll see it. But yeah, the pork chop is it's a winner here. Everybody loves it.
So it's
I
the-
can't take off that.
I was
pork
gonna
chop.
say,
the pork
Any
chop
version.
or
That
the
and the
other
porcini you
option.
tried.
They have 2 other options.
People were
So
both-
it's the entree round, you get a choice of 3
choice of
selections.
3. We
Yeah.
do the pork chop, the chicken agrodolce, which is our
Agrodolce,
signature
yeah.
chicken entree. It comes with polenta and so on, and then our salmon, our Scottish salmon, grilled.
Because in
with
Fort
quinoa.
Lauderdale,
Yeah.
everybody loves salmon.
Some
over
fish.
there.
Yeah, I love
but
salmon.
you know what? I
I'm
like
not
salmon.
a big salmon person.
I
but
used
We're
to-
not.
I
it
was
sells.
dissing it
My
and
wife
off of
is,
it for a while, but I've recently started getting into it again. And when salmon is well prepared and not murdered, and it's like I
Yeah.
like it on that medium rare side
want it
where it's
flaky,
still
yeah.
nice and flaky and
Yep.
fleshy, and
Yeah.
it can be. And I'm sure you dress it up with a beautiful
Yeah, it's
mustard
yeah,
sauce.
mustard glaze on it.
and, yeah, that
The
And then
sounds
a
quinoa
little
great.
and then the
quinoa
bottom,
with
yeah.
And then
beans
the
and
dessert.
cashews.
The ice creams
is-
that look very interesting.
Yeah, so we have a mix of ice creams. So we do an assortment of ice creams that we offer. So it's about a scoop of the ice cream. Then we do a mini strawberry shortcake,
Ooh.
which you'll see the regular size strawberry shortcake on the next one. But we do offer a little bit smaller version because again, it's 4 courses.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't
so-
want to
yeah.
No,
everybody,
it's,
but we
this
want them to
is
get
a
a little
deal.
taste. Like these are our favorites. Like obviously we have the pork on here, the chicken, the campanelle, and then we added a couple of summer stuff on there just to kind of give people a little taste of how we seasonally change our menu and
Yep.
catch them on something they might not have tried before during the summer. So
Yeah.
And I'm
How's the
munching
potato?
away on the.
How about it?
That is something I don't think I've had it before here. Have you put it on?
no,
It's like
I've
a
never
new
done
item.
It. Yeah, I've never done
It's
this one.
fantastic.
I know
I
the
grew up-
Cuban paparriana.
Yeah.
I love that she's doing a Peruvian
Yeah.
version of the paparriana.
Yeah, I grew up on paparriana, so it's like every time we've gone out, like if you're grabbing how you go to get pastries and so on, you do a paparriana
grab one,
and
yep.
stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
like Italians do arancini with the risotto
I
and the
was- yep.
stuffed meat inside and so on.
Yep.
This is our version, like empanadas and so on. And we just like to stuff
But
stuff. So
The outside
There we
crunch,
go.
is that a panko?
it's
bread?
panko crust.
Yeah, it's so good. You know me and panko,
I know.
Lubie.
I
You
know.
know me and the crunch.
I'm
need to
telling you, I
try
looked at
it.
the menu. I looked at the menu and I'm like, oh, I hope she's bringing that out. Because as I've told you
so
guys in Mayo Author, I haven't said it on the
freaking-
show, we love Union, but we can't come here without again experiencing Christy and Roberto. And when you're pregnant, they frown on the wine part. They keep telling me and my wife. So that's why we haven't been.
You
here
can
in a
drink for
while.
2, Lubie.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that in front of her. She would.
Aw.
When I said
Oh, you're such a good husband.
That
when
is
I was
good.
like,
I
Very
would be
considerate.
guzzling.
I
right in
wasn't
front.
gonna
It's like,
tell her where
oh,
we're
This
going.
one was guzzling. I was just like water.
I wasn't gonna
sweet
tell her where we're
tea.
going today, and she's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, Union.
I-
So you better
I-
say hi and tell them
you-
after Luca comes, we're running the Union. I'm
You
like,
know
I
me.
will.
Bring food back. for
You
her.
know me. I'm such an a-hole. I'd be, oh, honey, it's so delicious. November 18th, right around the corner. that pop over, that bun in the oven is going to be out of
Yeah,
there before
well,
you
I
know
like
it.
Bottle of wine at the
I like
hospital.
sleeping in bed next to the pregnant lady. So
True. You still got a couple months that you gotta.
exactly.
And the good part is this Greek wine. It goes
It's
with
wonderful.
everything. This is
wonderful.
It's one of those things that, even though that's not meant for this menu, and tell us what is on the wine selection for the dine out menu,
So-
like in the opening course for these two items.
Yes, the wine selection for the Dineout Lauderdale, I have to start a Muscadet Séverain. I love that
Muscat
wine.
is what, like a white French, or no?
Exactly,
What is it?
it's a French white, and I love to choose that one because it's the one that everybody says no, I don't want it because it's sweet, and that's too bad for the French people.
Mm.
But it's the one that is misleading because people associate Muscadet to Muscat.
Yeah.
Moscato,
And
yeah.
so they think it's sweet, but it's one of the
But-
driest wines in the world.
Okay.
Along with like Albarino, so it's so dry. And the actual grape varietal is Melon de Bourgogne, and is a typical grape varietal that comes from the Nantes region in the close to the Atlantic Ocean in Loire Valley, and it's a wine that although is dry and light, has sort of those doughy characteristics because they do a little batonnage. They mix the yeast during the fermentation, and so that it gives you a beautiful flavor, a little yeasty, doughy characteristic.
It sounds great. And again, it's funny how when people hear something and they get it in their mind, like they think Moscato, but no, it's kind of the same way. Like when people used to say Zinfandel, they would
Yeah.
think white Zinfandel, which is that pink yucky stuff, as opposed to
Zinfandel's a beautiful
Zinfandel,
wine.
which is one of the classic old vines, you know, red, beautiful, fruit forward thing that I happen to love.
I
It goes great with
love
grilled
Zin.
No,
meat,
Zinfandel's
Yeah.
a really nice one.
you know,
I love
and
it. And you can go around with Zin. There is from cherry sweet to something that is more similar to Cabernet Sauvignon. But when you are in the Lodi area, you get some old vine,
those old vine.
Zin that's just incredible.
Yeah, I love all that. I imagine that what do you have paired with the entrees with like the pork chop?
The entree I went a little different, meaning that I went something.
You different? Who would have ever thunk?
We can't be
yeah, but
boring
I
here.
so it seems like traditional because I went with a Nebbiolo for the entrees. And it's a typical Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo is the one that you use for the
Homer,
Barolo,
Italian.
Barbaresco, northwest of Italy, and so on. And so, but where is it from? It's from Mexico.
Oh, really?
And,
really?
Okay, I
Mexico
stand
does
corrected.
wines?
Yeah, they.
I did
it's
not. And
Baja-
they do a
I've never heard.
Nebbiolo grape from Baja California.
Baja California,
He
Valle
did
de
it again.
Guadalupe.
I know he does it every time.
I might
Uh,
have to try that. That
And
sounds.
Cetto is the producer. Is an Italian family that
went to
went
Mexico?
Mexico in the
Oh,
1920s.
And it worked. Oh, in the mountains, I
And,
guess. In the mountains.
and it's Valle de Guadalupe, so it's got that sort of Mediterranean climate.
Where do you come
And,
up with this stuff? Like the producers come to you, or you
Yeah, how
just
do you
have
do that?
travel around, or
I go to sleep at night, and then I wake up and
You
I get,
dream of wine.
Dream.
that's
it's
it.
like that. Remember that documentary about the sushi chef? I think it's like Hiro dreams of sushi, Roberto dreams of vino. Right?
Vino,
That's
yeah.
that's it.
Those are my wet dreams.
Wow. Nice.
With your wife
yes.
there as you're gonna go get your
I
children.
love it.
There
He is
you
in
go.
the flow.
I guess
of the
Mayo's not the only
lunchbox.
not classy one.
Oh
on
no,
the
he's
day.
totally classy.
Thank God for Christy.
You gotta balance it.
Can
No, but
I-
we did a wine dinner with the Chetto, right?
Yes, we did
a
that. We did
couple
a
of months
Mexican
ago.
wine dinner. Actually, exactly a year ago. It was August 2024.
Okay.
We did a Mexican wine dinner, and it was actually the most
The largest,
successful.
yeah, one of the largest wine dinners we did.
Yes, the
Nice.
best wine dinner of the year.
And again, you've got another wine dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, besides the Dine Out Lauderdale deals, which is going
Which is going
on,
all the way through to the 30th of September. So
September
come out for
30th.
the wine deal.
and
Come out a week or so
tomorrow night,
later and try out Dine Out.
Greek wine dinner. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. All kinds of good food, hors d'oeuvres, and also another 5 courses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 courses with the hors d'oeuvres.
Well, that's the other
And-
thing. This is definitely a fine dining experience as you'll ever find.
But in a casual setting,
but you
feel
don't leave
stuffy.
hungry.
Yeah, we
You
don't want
never
that.
leave hungry. That's
We don't
one
want that.
thing, and you always feel. I'm always laughing when I come in and laughing when I come out
And I
because
always,
the experience is so wonderful.
I have leftovers now. Now let me
Always
sing
have-
the praises of Christie's food
The
because
watermelon is wonderful.
these are 3 items that I have not
It's so
eaten yet.
different.
And each one of them, again, perfect for summertime. That watermelon
Watermelon's good.
skewer
It's really
it's
good.
got that sneaky tagine on the
It
back
does.
end.
But it's not a lot.
But it's not a
For
lot.
the-
When you're drinking cocktails, it's
For the
great.
gringos
it-
like me, because Mayo's not the
Exactly.
normal gringo. Mayo
And-
likes to heat. I'm a wuss.
and
It's not. It's
Paparino.
wonderful.
and the paparino, that is wonderful. That is a wonderful
It's really good.
dish. And even though you got the fried aspect of it, the inside is really
creamy
beautiful,
potato,
light
yes.
and whipped, and then you got the beautiful vegetables. And what's the
Really good.
classic?
Yeah.
And
It's not that
So
he
it's
does
and
it.
this is
there,
what I
He
was gonna
actually likes
say.
corn. That's the
Now-
thing.
I love corn. Corn no
It
longer
doesn't
likes
like
me.
him.
But what I like a corn dish is like what my body doesn't like is the hard kernels, the crunchy corn on the cob or popcorn.
And this
This
is
is soft.
Simmered
It's
down,
almost a
charred.
mushy. So I could actually eat this.
Good.
Don't eat all of
I
it.
don't
I
want
want
to
try
eat
it.
too
It looks
much. I don't want to have
amazing.
a
It's good.
diverticulitis attack. But the
Yeah, I feel bad.
the no, the flavors on this is great. So
Thank you.
well done.
Thank you.
The
very
two of you,
much.
you guys should open a restaurant.
We'll think
We'll
about
try
it.
it.
We'll think about
We'll
it.
Oh wait, you have. It's been here 4 years. It's a hit.
I
You
know.
came
Great.
about in the middle of
4
COVID,
years.
and no matter what the challenges, you guys have endured and survived and thrived. And again, just absolutely getting better all the
Amazing.
time. I love all these new menu items. You guys got to come in here. I believe. Let's see if I can still remember 2309 North Dixie Highway in
Yeah.
Wilton Manors.
Wilton Manors.
I mean, I guess I must start drinking more wine if I still.
Yeah,
can
you still remember. Roberto's not doing his
Next
job.
round, I know.
Let's
Need more
take
bottles. More
let's
bottles.
take the second break, and then we're gonna come back. Do we have more food?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Oh God.
yeah.
Okay, great.
I love when he says it like it's a question.
Yeah. it looks like- Come on. Ask me if there's more.
Oh.
Of course. Plenty to try.
Excellent. All right, let's take break number 2, and we'll come back with more food and wine at Union Kitchen and Bar after these words. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me. I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices, served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks, birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com. All right, we're back. We got wine I can't stop drinking, food I can't stop eating. We've got Roberto and Christy, the dynamic duo behind the fantastic Union Kitchen and Bar. And it looks like we're up to partly the main course and a little bit of octopus.
appetizer.
What do we got?
We did our charred grilled octopus. It has a ají panca marinade on it, a little pea puree and chimichurri.
Wow.
And then we have our cider pork chop. This is the size that they get on the Doleful, the Dineout
Oh,
Lauderdale.
Okay.
It has a little like a celery fennel slaw. And then we have the seafood risotto, which
That
is
looks
also one of the
gorgeous.
options.
And
That looks
It's a
amazing.
smaller version.
It looks like the rice has the proper
Saffron.
saffron in it. I could
Oh, yeah.
catch the beautiful aromas coming over. And what do you got in the seafood I see?
We do a little clams, mussels, shrimp, a little calamari, the squid and tentacles and everything. And then it's obviously the saffron.
And the
rice.
style of rice is what's it, the arborio
Arborio.
rice. And how is that to cook and handle? Is it a tricky thing in terms of layering in the different seafood components, or does it stand up to some heat and does it get mushy, or what? It's supposed to be kind of al dente? Or?
Yeah, there should be a little bite. It should be
Some
like
bite.
creamy, but a little bite into it. No, it's just obviously just training staff to make sure they understand when to stop cooking and it's not just mushy, because it can go bad really fast.
And the broth is fantastic, and it's just like kind of all the essence of
all
the
the
sea.
seafood.
Yeah, the clams open
all
up,
the
the
clams
mussels
and
open up.
mussel juice and everything that gets in there. So this is obviously it's one of the favorites off the Doleful. But it's a great option because it gives people the option to do maybe seafood, not just mushrooms, like for the mid course.
Clam is beautiful. Is that
Use middle necks.
Middle necks?
Middle neck
Is
clams.
it from Florida, Cedar Key, or is it
Oh,
from
no,
up
it's
north?
from north.
Okay.
Yeah, from up
it
north.
tastes got that beautiful
Yeah.
brininess,
Yeah.
and that just enhance. All right, Mr. Sommelier, what would you pair with the seafood
What do you got,
risotto?
honey?
Well, for the seafood risotto on the Dineout Lauderdale, I because we're doing 2 plates, because we're doing the campanelle and the seafood risotto, I still chose a red wine.
Okay.
Don't shoot me. It's
Okay, explain that. Explain
It's a
for the
light-
lay people like me.
Exactly.
Why? Because I like red, and my wife will roll her eyes when I just want to drink red, no matter what we're
Yeah.
eating.
Mhm.
Why is red
This
what you
one,
went
why is
for, and
this-
why would people roll
completely-
their eyes? Why would they roll
completely
their eyes?
appropriate.
At you?
But because traditionally, seafood white
White,
wine,
yes.
and which is absolutely right. However, I chose this wine. I chose a Schiava from northern Italy this time,
Schiava. I've never
and
heard that.
Schiava it's in Tyrolean will be called Vernach, or
Okay.
in German will be Dornfelder. And Schiava is a grape varietal that comes typical from that particular region. Light, in that case, this particular red wine is light, fruit forward with a high acid.
Okay.
And
So it
the
works
acid
with the
component
secret, yep.
really works with the creaminess of the
risotto. Yep.
The tannins are very round and almost non-existent. Very, you don't feel them.
And I think, Roberto, you've touched on something, because I say only like small-minded people would have these rules where you can't do this, you can't do
mix.
that. And you show that wine is a endeavor that
More fluid than people give it
it's
credit.
fluid, and it's really what you like. But certain pairings are, even though tradition says one thing, you could pretty much do anything if it makes sense, right?
100%. I think it's Christy can vouch for that. Rules are there for a reason.
Yeah.
Then there is me that can go around
and
Break those
rules are
rules.
made to be broken,
Broken,
and that's what we got. Oh, this octopus looks, and it is the flavors on that. What's
And chimichurri. So you get nice earthy pea puree. There's a little cheese in that as well. And then you have chimichurri, gives you the acid, the vinegar, a little crushed red pepper. And then the octopus itself is marinated in the ají panca, which is one of the chilies that we use in Peru quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
And it's got a nice, like, darkish hue.
yeah, 'cause
And
of the-
it really gets
all the
infused with that chili flavor. But it then gets cut with the different various
Yeah.
sauces and components. That is a
Great. No,
beautifully balanced dish.
very nice. Yeah.
I was off octopus for a while, not because I have any ethics after watching The Octopus Teacher, which I know a lot
I
of people.
cried.
Did
I
you?
cried so hard.
I
But you
feel
know what? I
bad.
still cook
I
it.
have-
I still cook it.
I
It's
have
delicious.
no compunction about eating animals. We're up on the higher end of the food chain. I'm a terrible human being. But I got off of octopus because it just became so darn
It's everywhere.
ubiquitous.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But now I'm kind of having a octopus revival, and I've been eating it at different places again. And yours is among the more spectacular renditions I've had
Thank you.
lately.
That's
So,
the pea.
and
Pea, right?
The pea puree is really nice.
Yeah.
and one of Val's grandchildren, her granddaughter, who is I think 9 years old, and she just absolutely adores octopus. And every time we go out,
Yeah.
like,
At 9.
she just tears
Well, they're in
into
trouble.
octopus,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
chefs come out and say, "Oh wow, you
She's
got
eating
it,
Yeah.
octopus at 9. They're in a lot of trouble.
you got it."
She's expensive.
Yes.
Ours is the same way.
Yeah,
Izzy-
my
she's
wife and
been-
my kids are going to be the same way.
Isabella, Izzy loves octopus, and we're at an Italian restaurant, that new place in Dania, Elvis Italian Grill, which has a slightly bizarre name, but the owner is named Elvis. But one of my favorite people in the biz, Manuela, is the chef there now. She prepared an octopus dish that was really nice. But
Nice.
this one, you've got that that South American
Little,
thing
yeah.
going, and
You gotta
it's
put it a little in there. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, I am. Well, I guess I could tear into the pork
You
chop.
gotta
This
try the
is
pork
the
chop.
classic.
the classic.
You
one.
have to.
We do
Oldie
so
but
many
goodie, as they
different
say.
versions of it, but the pork chop, the cut will always be the cut. That's my favorite. So we
Bone
brine
in.
it. Sometimes we just marinate it in cider. Sometimes we do red wine. Sometimes we do. It depends on what we're putting with it. But right now, summer, I wanted to do something like refreshing and crispy and crunchy. So
And it's an apple slaw
it's a-
vinegar.
it's like a apple and fennel little salad with a little bit of candied walnuts.
Right,
And
and
it has a
people
cider vinaigrette. on it.
talking about like wine and getting the bad rap based on the name. Fennel gets a bad rap because people think of fennel seed in
Yeah.
sausage, but the
Yeah.
actual shredded the
Like fresh
vegetable,
shape, yeah, very light, delicate, has that aromatics to it, but definitely not super overpowering. So there's a lot of like ingredients like that, like say endive and stuff like you can kind of use, but you just got to be careful how you cook it changes the flavor of the actual ingredient. So we like it fresh and raw.
That's classic. Has this been on the menu since the beginning, or you kind of got it?
The pork chop, yes.
Mhm.
Well, because
to
remember,
prepare
she
it.
said that with the Campanelle is she's a chef. They want to be creative. They want to
Yeah.
do different things. And
Yeah.
then people storm the
Yeah,
gates.
they're like, don't come for
Where
me.
they
Do
try to
not.
get rid of
that off the
the
How
pork chop and
dare
the
you.
Campanelle are the two things that,
Yeah.
like, if you try to touch those
Yeah.
things.
So like the cut itself, yes, and the actual pork chop and what we marinated it changes a little bit.
Mm.
The sides will always change every season. I do something
Mm-hmm.
during winter, do a lot of butternut and so on, and apples and roasted apples and so on. But it pretty much depends on the season and what we're gonna pair it. Sometimes we go savory, but right now we just did
All
a
the
little
great things. You
refreshing
have the
crispy.
seasonality here. What is that? A particular the purveyor of the pork chop? Is
Yes,
it,
we have a local purveyor, Grand Western.
Oh, nice.
We've been with them for I don't know,
That's a
12
beautiful
years
cut.
now.
Yeah. But
Amazing pork chop,
But it's lean yet still, it has nice juiciness
marbling to it. Yeah, it's a
doesn't
great,
dry out.
great pork chop. So
and fantastic.
and
Now
that's the size that they get. So
and that's an
for Dineout
unbelievable.
Fort Lauderdale,
I would
so.
never be able to finish all 4 courses, but
But
that's
I'm not
why
gonna
you have
lie,
the takeout
I
boxes.
agree with what you said and take back any reservations I had. You have to do 2 because I don't know how it would. That risotto was fantastic, but to come here and not get
The pork
the
chop.
the
campanelle,
campanelle, yeah.
like how are you
Oh,
gonna
the
not do that?
campanelle, yeah,
Like
that's-
We could just
I
come back
forgot.
2 days out of the week.
you can.
It's a
But
lot
if
of
you
food.
only
It's a
have-
great value.
I think
think,
it's worth it to get 2 of them because you do want to experience every single dish.
No. And I think with especially with our menu, this Dineout Fort Lauderdale. Last year we did 3 courses, 45, I think it was. This year we're doing
The
4
4.
courses with at 60 and offering for the wine
But
pairing
it
now.
feels like a real feast, and it feels
It-
like an indulgence. Which people, let's face it, life is hard these days.
We could use
Right?
it.
Every once in a while, give
That's what it's
yourself a
about.
break. Come on out here, get the nice 4-course dine-out menu. Get it with the wine pairings. What is the pairing with the pork chop?
The pork chop is the Nebbiolo.
Nebbiolo. Okay,
Nebbiolo, yes.
classic.
The only thing that I missed, which will be the dessert, will be the 4th wine. The
You
dessert
get a
wine,
dessert wine too.
You get a dessert wine. Yeah.
Oh, you do a dessert wine.
A
Okay.
dessert wine, and that will is a Malbec. It's a sweet Malbec from
Okay.
Argentina.
Okay.
It's called Malamado. Zuccardi is the
Malamano.
producer.
That's another Italian curse word.
It's a sort of
Malamado.
Malamado. I mean, Argentinians are
Sure.
a bunch of Italians that speak
Mhm.
bad Spanish. So it's,
It's usually what they say after Italy loses the World Cup. All right, guys, you did it again. Completely wowing us with the food and beverage offerings here at Unit Kitchen and Bar. I'm smiling. I mean, this is just I love you guys, and I don't know
We
why I
love
don't
you
come
too.
in here like once a month or once a week, but and it's
I'm
on.
just happy you guys are really kicking butt, which makes
Yeah.
me really happy.
Thank you.
4 years
Yeah.
strong. That's
4
amazing.
years, yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
You'll see Val and I very shortly,
Good.
and
Look forward.
you guys are the best. Let's take the 3rd and final break, and then we'll let you go pick up the kids and
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
about your
Yeah,
Love
good
lives,
picture your
yeah.
life.
Get in that car line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right, we'll be back to wrap up this edition from Union Kitchen and Bar after these words.
Hey, Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're going to wrap up and get out of here, but you can't leave without dessert. What do we got, Christy?
Sweet treats, right? We have our strawberry shortcake.
Yes.
So it's macerated strawberries, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of lemon, and then we have our whipped cream, a little bit of our buttermilk shortcake.
It's a great dessert.
Summary.
Yeah.
That's also on the Dineout Fort Lauderdale, but a little bit smaller.
Mhm.
And then we have our raspberry stuffed donuts.
Oh my
Insane.
God.
These are insane.
All right, I'm going to do one big
These are
bite. We're going to get out of
insane.
here,
These are
guys.
so nuts.
Thank you. Happy
I figured
anniversary.
that.
Thank you.
Much more than 4, many, many more.
Thank you so
to
much.
come.
Appreciate it.
Everybody come in here. Dineout Lauderdale going on through September 30th. Greek dinner tomorrow night. If you want, make a reservation. Go online to ukb.com. Is that
Yep.
right?
UKB.
Christy, Roberto, you've done
Guys
it
are the
again.
best. We love you
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
every sandwich. Enjoy every pork chop. Enjoy every dessert. We'll see you tomorrow from Juan's, downtown Fort Lauderdale, where we're going to be doing some of the Asian cocktails
With
and
Alex.
beverages.
Tell
with
him I
Alex.
said hi.
We love
Oh,
you.
nice.
guys.
We will. We will.
Oh,
That's
great.
great.
Amazing guy.
Oh,
Oh no.
bye, bye.
Enjoy every sandwich.